I'm Jade O'Connor. I'm a sports psychology major. I'm a grad student and I play women's lacrosse. I decided to graduate early at Longwood University and I really wanted to do something involving sports. I found Springfield's program and it really drew me here, and then I found out they had a lacrosse team and I was like, this seems perfect. It was really nice coming in, and without coach even really seeing me play, she had confidence in me that, like, because of my experience, that I was gonna bring a lot to this team. And so I was born without a bone in my left arm. So my parents, when I was born, didn't really know what that meant. Like, they were like, okay, what does that mean for her? And found out that everything's pretty much the same. I don't really have wrist movement. I can't turn it or go up and down like I don't want to say normal person, but like a normal arm, because I don't have the bone that goes on the outside. So I don't have the rotation or the strength wise too. So I'm always wearing an arm brace because it just keeps it from hurting from coming down and moving too quickly, because I don't really have like the muscles in my arm. I had a big arm surgery when I was 7, and they put a huge, we called it like a cage around me, and it had needles going in. I think there were 11 of them going in my arm, and every day or couple days we had to twist them, and basically it broke my arm and then stretched it out so that it rebuilt itself longer. It was like limb lengthening surgery. So the goal was it would lengthen my arm because it's like a few inches shorter than my other one. And that was 6 months I had that on my arm. And then once that came off, it was a cast and another cast. And then afterwards we looked at my arm and they're like, oh, it grew like 1.5 inches. My mom was like, what does that mean? And they were like, it means it grew 1.5 inches. So we were like, okay. And they were like, you can do that again in a couple years if you want. And my mom asked, like, is that gonna help with her mobility? Like, she can't really move her wrist. Like, it doesn't really do much right now. And they were like, no, it'll make her look more normal. And my mom was like, well, why would we want that? I remember when I first started playing club lacrosse, my mom was like, you have to use your left. And I was like, yeah, okay, I will. And she was like, okay. And like never held me back. And then I'm here now, and I joke with coach that I think I might have more goals with my left hand than I do with my right, which is crazy to think, because probably a couple years ago I never even wanted to put the stick on my left. I was always the smallest on the field, shortest, smallest. I was just always the little nugget running around. And then with my arm, it was hard to get used to playing with both hands. And at that point, you know, girls were 18 playing against my 15-year-old self. And it was kind of scary at times, but you know, I pushed through, and it really taught me how to like go out of my comfort zone and like use my left hand even when I wasn't confident in it. And then I got recruited to play in college, and I was like, wow, I can really do this. And there were times in my like college career where, you know, my coach was like, yeah, I don't know if you should use your left hand, like you're just not very good at it. And I was like, yeah, you're right, like I'm not very good at it. And I took that as, but I want to be. My mom played Division I lacrosse and Division I basketball. She's an All-American at UMBC. So me and my sisters grew up, we were always playing sports, always doing something. And my oldest sister, she's 6 years older than me, got recruited to play Division I, and I always looked up to her. And then my middle sister got recruited to play Division I, and I was like, I'm gonna do that someday. And my mom, when I got to high school, was like, you know, you don't have to go Division I, like, you can go Division II, you can go Division III, like, you wanna keep playing? And I was like, no, like, I'm gonna go play Division I. I was like, I'm gonna do what my sisters did. And I did, and it was great. And it's funny because now I have this Division III experience, and I'm like, it's so different from all the rest. It's different from when I was at Longwood, it's different from what my sisters have told me, and it's different in a great way that it also has shown me that Division III isn't any less than Division I. It's not, the intensity is exactly the same. There's so many great things that come out of it. Coming into a team that's already so successful and has so many good players, and being able to contribute on top of all of them is just awesome. It's just a really good feeling to know that I'm impacting the team and really contributing to our overall success. Springfield is a really great place, and it's funny to think that like it wasn't in my life a year ago. And there's really, really great people here that just want to make everyone better, and it's not even a conscious decision. Every day someone says something to me that just makes me feel better, makes me go into the day as a better person. And on the field I see it every day, how amazing everyone is around me, and sometimes you don't see it in everyday life, but it just makes me think how great this place is. And I also realize why everyone leaves saying that they love their experience here and they will always love Springfield. And I can't say I've had that in the past, where it's been that love for the place, that love for the people,